working? Let's find out. There we go. There we go. As long as I get the sound in, we're moving forward. Today is going to be a little yin yang. Let me just check this here. Oh yeah. All right, let's see here. Let's see, is it working? There you go, it's working. It is working. Working, everybody. So nice, strong kind of yin yang yoga session, which means, I'll tell you what it means in a moment. Let me just get my plug in here for, I got 2 devices to plug in. You know, it's device central here. Device central. I have more chargers now than I think anyone will ever need. If you ever need a charger, just let me know. I'll send it your way. Now I have a headset that's stuck. There we go. There we go. There we go, friends. Okay, there's one plug, and here's another plug. Oh, this one is going to give me a bit of an issue, a space issue, but it's okay. Dum, dum, dum. So, if you're just joining us or joining us for the first time, we do yoga here. That's what we do. That's what we do. We do yoga. We do some other things. Every so often I talk about, actually weekly. I started doing it weekly. Little inspirational stuff. And you know, I'm excited about this month because this month coming up is one of my favorite topics. One of my favorite topics is endurance sports. I just want to make sure that's good. You can still see me. Yes, all right. Fantastic. So endurance sports, that's what we're going to do. We're going to start. Oh, geez, we're late. Oh, and this thing moved? Did it move? It's kind of almost moved. Stand by. Couple little stumbling blocks this morning, friends. Bear with us in this technical difficulties. Let me just get that. There we go. There we go. Does that look about right? That looks right. All right. Okay, so let's start some yoga. So yin yang yoga, which means we're going to flow. It'll be a strong flow, continuous flow. Let's say right now it's 9:05, 9:07. So let's go for a solid 35 minutes and we'll just keep going and have some fun and be spontaneous, and then right into nice long hip openers. So go ahead and step your feet about shoulder distance here. Bring the palms together, close your eyes, relax the shoulders, breathe deeply. Let the shoulders drop down, let the top of the head float up. Breath smooth. Setting your intention to release some stress, to heal, to strengthen, whatever that means for you. Adding a deeper meaning to your breath and your movements. Drop your head down to the left side, easy stretch. Good, and then switch sides. Same thing, easy stretch. Good, and then drop the arms, make a few circles with the head, neck rolls. Just a few in one direction, and then opposite direction. Few times. Good. And then some shoulder rolls, forward and back, forward and back. Good. And then arms up when you're ready. Go ahead and take the arms up. Interlace those fingers, turn the palms up to the ceiling. So it kind of looks like that. Looks like that. All right, interlace and reach up. Shoulders pulled back, breath smooth. Avoid puffing the chest forward and sinking into the lower back. Right, I've been nursing my lower back for the last month, 3 weeks. Abdomen really strong, slight engage in the belly. That's going to help you draw these lower ribs down. Keep your arms up, sorry. Keep the arms up. Shoulders, isolate the shoulders and breathe. And then from here, fold to the side. So if you can't quite get the shoulders above your head or arms above your head, and you have to push the chest out, that means they shouldn't go there yet. So that means you want them here, just into the shoulders. And then you fold to one side. Stretch the side body. And then switch it, other side. And my plug, my announcement, if you are just doing this with us, we do these on a donation basis. So if you have the ability, go ahead and go to 5pointyoga.com after class. Don't do it now. After class. And pay for your class. Send us a donation. That'd be awesome. Keep our lights going. Interlace, reach up, take a big inhale, and then fold down forward as you exhale. You can also just Venmo me directly at Teddy McDonald. All that goes right to keeping our operations moving. Hang forward here, just a few breaths, and make sure you check in with your body here. So you can sway a little bit. I always start with my knees bent a little bit. Today we're going to just do this little sway, side to side. Good. And then back to the center. Clasp the hands back behind you. Interlace the fingertips. Stretch the shoulders here. Good. And then just release the arms. Let's roll back up. Abdomen strong. Bend the knees. Engage the abdomen. All those things happening. And that's going to help support that lower back. Take a big inhale. Lift the arms up. Fold all the way down forward as you exhale. Extend that spine as you inhale. Look forward. And then step back to plank pose as you exhale. Top of a push-up. Top of a push-up. Hold it. We'll go 5 times, so lower halfway, chaturanga, abdomen strong. You can do these with the knees down, press back up. Plank, lower halfway, chaturanga, push back up. Plank, lower halfway, chaturanga, press up. Plank, don't bring the shoulders lower than the elbows. One more for good luck. Lower down, push up. Good, drop to the knee, some cat and cow tilts for the spine. Inhale, lift the heart up. Exhale, round the back, tuck the tailbone. Inhale, lift the heart up. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, round the back. Keep it going, inhale. Exhale. A few more like that, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good, inhale, and exhale. Let's do one more. Inhale, and exhale. Good, back to neutral. Lift the feet side to side, shoulder and hip together one side, shoulder and hip together other side. Oh, just keep that going. Back and forth, side to side, and then we get into our flow. Yes, our flow. So what I started to mention earlier is I've started to go live or recorded, but every week teaching something obviously besides yoga, because I'm teaching yoga here on a daily basis. Back to downward facing dog, tuck the toes, lift the hips. Start by checking in with your hands, fingers spread, palms flat, breath smooth. Walk the feet a little closer together, bend your left leg and push that right heel down. Give it a big stretch. So this month, my topic is endurance training. So I know not everyone is an endurance athlete, switch sides, but you know what? It's interesting, there was an article that came out a couple of months, I want to say, into the whole pandemic situation. And it said, what endurance athletes can teach us about surviving a pandemic? Go ahead and straighten both legs. From there, come up on the toes, walk softly to the hands. And halfway up as you inhale, look forward. Fold as you exhale, stretch all the way up. Nice big inhale. Hands together at the heart. Exhale. Good. Sun salutation A. We're going to do 3 rounds right from here. Arms up when you're ready. Inhale. Fold down forward as you exhale. Extend that spine. Inhale. Step back. Easy one first. Easy. Step back. Knees down. Chest down. Gentle back bend. Point the toes back. Easy on the spine. Reverse it. Downward facing dog. Breathe. Fingers spread. Palms flat. Breath smooth. Good. Up on the toes again. Walk softly to the hands. Extend the spine as you inhale. Fold as you exhale. All the way up. Nice big inhale. Hands together at the heart. Exhale. Arms up. Inhale. 2 more rounds here. Fold down forward as you exhale. Maybe legs bent. Halfway up. Hands to the shins. Look forward. Step or jump back. Chaturanga. Or you could lower all the way to the mat like before. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Breathe. Fingers spread, palms flat. A few breaths. So there are lots and lots of lessons in the endurance sporting world and events that we can use in life. One more breath here. Come up on the toes. Walk, or you could hop forward. Extend that spine as you inhale. Fold as you exhale. All the way up. Nice big inhale. Hands together at the heart and exhale. Funny enough, a lot of those lessons are exactly what we teach in yoga. Staying calm through a difficult situation, challenging yourself, but not blowing up. And it's very, very similar. Arms up, inhale. Folding down forward as you exhale. Extend that spine as you inhale. Step or hop back. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right from here, right leg goes up behind you. Hold it up. Just a few breaths. Sink that left heel down. Breathe. One more inhale, lift. And then core strength. Shoulders over the wrists, knee to the nose, abdomen strong. Lift it back and up. Forward knee to your left side. Twist and squeeze. Hold. Back and up. Forward to your right. Back and up. All the way forward. We're going to do some hips later, so just 5 times here. Straighten the leg, bend the knee. Straighten the leg, bend the knee. Straighten the leg, bend the knee. 2 more times, hamstring stretching, and then hip flexor. And hamstrings and hip flexor. Good, turn the back foot flat. Come on up to warrior 1. Hold warrior 1, arms up, shoulders relaxed. Back foot grounded down, hips turn forward, upper body forward, shoulders relaxed. This time, slightly different in the arms and the shoulders. I want you to turn the palms out. So the backs of the hands would come together, but then I want you to cross the arms and push the palms together. If you can, get the head in front of the arms and then push the palms together. If your arms are bent, start to work them straight. Breathe. It's going to light up your shoulders. Push into each other. Abdomen strong, engaging the belly. One more breath. And then let it go. Hands down, leg back. Vinyasa. Or not. At any point, you can always skip this vinyasa if you needed to. From down dog, left leg up behind you. Hold it up. Breathe. Drop that right heel down. Stretch it.
Good, and then that core strength, shoulders over the wrists, knee to the nose, right down the middle. Lift it. And then forward knee to the right side. Back and up. Forward up to your left. Back and up. All the way forward. Stay here. About 5 times. Straighten the front leg, flex the foot. Bend the knee, drop the hips. And always while you're doing this, make sure you're aware of your body. Don't push too much. I don't have my blocks today. I forgot to grab them. But if you had blocks, you can use them for support. Inhale, exhale. A few more times. Inhale, exhale. Oh, a couple more. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. One more. Good. Turn the back foot. Come on up. Same thing. So back foot grounded down, angle forward, hips turning forward. Spread the toes in the front foot. Feel that foot grounded down. Front foot, front thigh, front knee, all in a straight line. Arms up. Sink down. Breathe. Now, turn the palms again. Turn the palms out, and then cross over. Push those palms together. Reach up and stretch. One more breath. And then let it go. Hands down, leg back. Vinyasa, lower. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Great, pause here, breathe. Fingers spread, palms flat, check in. Extend the shoulders, lift the tailbone. Gently press the thighs back and drop the heels down. Find your breath, good, smooth, even breaths. One more breath. Creating space in your body if you can. And then up on the toes when you're ready. Walk softly or hop forward. Extending that spine as you inhale, folding as you exhale. Chair pose from here, inhale. Stand, hands together at the heart, exhale. We're gonna go a single round through, a double round through, and a triple round through. So it's a harder sun salutation sequence, but it'll definitely get us warmed up and a little bit more ready to go deeper into some of the hip stretches. We're gonna do a little bit more after that, but let's do that now. So if you don't know what that means, just follow along. Chair pose when you're ready. Inhale, fold as you exhale. Halfway up as you inhale, step back or hop back as you exhale. Vinyasa, lower all the way to the mat or halfway, down. Heart open, shoulders back. Down dog, right side from there. Take the leg up, bring it forward. Warrior one, reach up, inhale. Hands down, take the leg back. Vinyasa, lower. Upward facing dog. Down dog, left side, take it up, bring it forward. Warrior one, reach up, inhale. Hands down, leg back, vinyasa, lower. Heart open, shoulders back, and then downward facing dog. Breathe. So wherever you are, if you need to rest, you can always rest, right? But ultimately, you want to feel where it feels good. It feels good to spread my fingers. It feels good to extend the arms. It feels good to lift the tailbone, get out of the shoulders. It feels good to stretch the lower of the legs as I push the thighs back. And come up on the toes again. Walk or lightly hop forward. Extending that spine as you inhale, folding as you exhale. Chair pose, bend the knees, reach the arms, inhale. Stand, hands together at the heart. Exhale, good. So we're gonna do 2 rounds. Right side, left side, left side. Back to chair, inhale. Fold as you exhale. Halfway up as you inhale, step back or hop. Chaturanga, upward facing dog. down dog. Right leg first. Take it up, bring it forward. Warrior one, reach up, inhale. Hands down, leg back, abdomen strong, lower. Easy inhale, down dog, exhale. Left side, take it up, bring it forward. Warrior one, reach. Hands down, take the leg back. Vinyasa, lower. Heart opens, shoulders back. Down dog, left side, take it up. Bring it forward. Second round right here, inhale. Stretch it, hands down. Abdomen strong, full body experience. Downward facing dog. Left side, inhale, big. Exhale, forward. Warrior one, reach up. Hands down to the floor. Leg back, lower. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. So I got two new books to tell you about. Very excited about them. They're big and deep and rich and chock full of information for healthy living and longevity. Spread the fingers, spread the toes, lift the tailbone, extend the spine. So you want to avoid laziness in this practice. You want to avoid just sinking into, you want to always extend, always lift, always find space. Up on the toes again, walk or hop forward. Extend the spine as you inhale, fold as you exhale. Chair pose, inhale. Stand, hands together at the heart, exhale. Good, one more round. Boundless by Ben Greenfield and How Not to Die by Michael Greger. But I didn't realize that book has actually been out for 5 years. It was published in 2015. One's all nutrition and one is Ben Greenfield. If you don't know who he is, you can always look him up. So 3 times through. We're going to go 3 times through each side. Chair pose when you're ready. Inhale. Fold as you exhale. Extend the spine, inhale. Step back or hop back as you exhale. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Down dog. Right leg first, take it up. Bring it forward. Warrior one, reach up, inhale. Hands down, abdomen strong. Take the leg back in control. Vinyasa or not. Left side, take it up. Bring it forward. Warrior one, reach. Deep bend in that front leg as you stretch up. That's one time. We got 2 more times to go through it. Lower. Upward facing dog. Down dog. Right side, take it up. Bring it forward. Warrior one, reach up. Hands down. Leg back. Vinyasa, lower. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left side, take it up. Bring it forward. Warrior one, reach. Hands down. Leg back. Vinyasa. That was the second time, I think. Right side again. Take it up. Bring it forward. Maybe not. Arms up. This is the second time. And leg back. Vinyasa. Lower. And then up. Down dog. Left side. Take it up. Bring it forward. Warrior one. Reaching up. Inhale. Hands down. Leg back. Vinyasa. Inhale. Exhale. Third round right here. Take it up. Bring it forward. Warrior one, reach up. Stretch. Hands down. Take a little break after this. Vinyasa. Left side, take it up. Bring it forward. Warrior one, reach. Hands down. Take the leg back. Lower. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Drop to the knees. So you can stay in down dog if you want. You can move immediately to child's pose, or you can come and stretch the toes here, toes and shoulders. So just sinking back onto the toes a little bit. Breathing deep, that's what that looks like. Right, keep the toes tucked. And pause, just take a few breaths first. Notice your body, the effort that you just put out to do all those sun salutations, all those vinyasas, all of that breath. Just be with it for a moment while you stretch your feet. And then interlace the fingertips from here, turn the palms forward, reach the arms up. Breath smooth. Getting a little bit of a shoulder stretch here. If it's too much on the toes, then you're going to come up onto your knees. Right? If too much on the toes, come up onto the knees. From here, sit back, lift the upper body up, lean back. A few more breaths. So this, as you lean back, it's definitely more intense on your feet. If you can, drop the head, last few breaths. One more inhale, and then come forward as you exhale. Hands down, lift the feet, little wiggle the toes, wiggle those toes. Downward facing dog. Good. Couple little standing sequences, and then into some nice long, luxurious yin. Right leg up, bring it all the way forward, turn the back foot flat, warrior one, and then warrior two, open up to the side. Shoulders relaxed, breath smooth. We're gonna hold here about 30 seconds or so. So warrior two, just as a review, always toes spread, as below, so above, meaning you wanna first start with the feet. Spread the toes on both feet, make sure they're flat. You don't want that arch dropping down. Shoulders relaxed, gazing forward, breathing deeply. From here, go ahead and now, we're almost approaching 30 seconds, sinking down, doing construction right outside my door, putting up danger tape, construction zone tape. From here, back arm down, right arm up and back, stretch. Sinking down on that front leg, lifting the upper body up, leaning back. Good. And then forward, forearm down, left arm over the ear. This is your easier option first. Easier option first. If you feel okay, then you're going to take this left hand down to your block or to the floor. Keep that left arm over the ear if you can, stretching that whole outside. Breathe deeply. Can even move this hand to the outside. Sometimes that feels a little bit better for me. One more inhale, reach it. Come on back up, warrior two. Push the legs straight, back arm down, right arm up and back, stretch. One more inhale. And then forward, wrap the arms. So right arm underneath, left arm behind. You're gonna clasp and hold if you can. Still not doing that fully. My back is still not 100%, so I'm just gonna go almost. If I had a towel, I would use a towel. Well, there we go, now I can grab my fingertips. Lengthen the upper body up, twist up, breathe deep, hold it here. Keep breathing. Remember always the half wrap is totally fine. If you're doing the half wrap, that's perfectly okay. Last few breaths. Letting that thigh burn, letting the shoulder stretch. One more breath. And then we're going to come back to warrior two and then let it go. Hands down, leg back. So it's a lot on that front leg. Vinyasa. Gentle back bend. Oh, that feels good. Downward facing dog. Take an extra breath or two. Bend the left leg, push the right heel down. And then left side, take it up. Bring it forward. Turn the back foot flat, warrior one. And then warrior two. And by the way, whenever, I do this, or you're kind of following along at home and you can't quite get something, you just, of course, you do the best that you can. And, I remember when I realized, my job, basically, this is really repeating myself over and over and over and over again. Turn your back foot flat, turn your back foot, no, turn your back foot, no, turn. Like people would come in for years and years and years and still not get the fact that they have to turn their back foot in. And that's just the way it is. So to create that awareness in your own body, that's why I say spread the toes, right? I might say 19 different things and one may stick. But then eventually when they all start to stick, then you're like, oh my gosh, wow, this is incredible. And then you start to feel more open, and the strength comes in, and the energy comes in, and it changes as you continually practice. It just changes and changes and changes and evolves, and then you use it for different things. And from here, back arm down, left arm up and back. The yoga practice for me 24 years ago when I started is different than it is today. That's for sure. One more inhale, lift up. And then forward, forearm to the thigh first, right arm over the ear. Just like if you've been doing something for 24 years, I'm sure it was probably different when you first started than it is now. Same thing, body changes. If nothing else, your body changes. You could do the same pose, same sequence every day for 24 years, it would change because you're changing. Stresses, eat, sleep, all the different things that affect our practice. From here, you can go down inside of the foot or outside, but turn up and breathe and stretch and really lengthen. One more inhale, and then back up, warrior two. Now push the legs straight, back arm down, left arm up, stretch. One more inhale, and then forward. Bend the arm, now we're gonna wrap. So left arm under, right arm behind, clasp and hold, lengthen that upper body, twist and breathe. Lengthen up, twist up, breathe deep, a few more breaths. Strong back leg, lifting the arch, spreading the toes, all those same principles are in effect. Good, and then come on back up from there, warrior two. And then let it go. Hands down, leg back. Let's go all the way to the mat, all the way down to the mat. Gentle back bend from here. So point the toes back, interlace the fingertips behind you. Draw those shoulders back. Lift the upper body, lift the legs, and then stretch. Breathe. Good, and now arms forward. A few more breaths. Shalabhasana, lift up a little taller. Legs up, arms up. One more inhale. And release it. Child's pose. Child's pose there. A few breaths. Great. Downward facing dog. We're going to do one more kind of fun thing here and then go into our yin. So from here, down dog, take a moment, bend the left leg, push the right heel down, stretch. It's not going to be a flow, just a pose. Bird of paradise. Switch sides, same thing. Good. Come up on the toes, walk forward to the hands. Extend your spine as you inhale, look forward, fold as you exhale. And here you're gonna Walk the feet about shoulder distance. I'm gonna start with my left arm. So my left arm goes in between the legs, right? In the between. And then you're gonna turn it to the outside, to the left leg. And then the right arm is gonna wrap around, and then you're gonna reach and clasp, right? If you can grab it. And then lean to the right foot. So this doesn't work, you just come up to tree pose, okay? Tree pose is your alternative option, standing on one leg. So part of the idea is standing on one leg, right? So from here, wrapping the arms, lengthening the upper body, leaning to that right leg, and then slowly stand up. Breathe. So whether you're standing on one leg in tree pose or here, breathe, right? Steady. Look at one point, gaze at one point, and be calm as you can. If you have bird of paradise, this pose, what you're going to do next is start to drive that top leg straight. Notice my leg is not straining. I have tight hamstrings. You do the best you can. Stand tall, breathe deep, couple more breaths. And then slowly come on down. So again, by the way, you don't have to, you can release the arms, but this is the wrap, right? So that's where we were a moment ago. Go ahead and come on up from there. Just release it, make a few shoulder rolls, forward and back, forward and back. Oh, make sure you're okay, maybe a little bit side to side here. And then we're gonna do one more, and then we'll go into some yin. All right, so go ahead and take the arms up, nice big inhale, folding down forward as you exhale. Right hand in between the legs, left arm turns back, reach around, clasp. And if that works for you, then lean to your left foot. Slowly, slowly stand, hold, breathe, steady gaze. Pick one spot. That spot should not be moving. Be focused, jaw relaxed, face relaxed. So you're either in tree pose or you're here. If you're here, work on straightening that top leg. Breathe deeply. One more breath. Yeah. And then slowly come on down. Good, release it. Let's roll back up from there. Abdomen really strong, slowly. Take a nice big inhale, lift the arms up. Lean back a little bit. Oh, fold all the way down forward. Very good. Halfway up as you inhale, step back as you exhale. Again, all the way to the mat. Lower down, chin first if you can. Work that strength. Chin first. Point the toes back, Shalabhasana. So we're gonna lift, interlace the fingers back, lift the legs, lift the arms, breathe. This is the only back bend we're gonna do, so if you feel like you wanna go deeper here, you can grab the ankles and then lift up. Breathe a little deeper. Good, one more breath. Good. Release back to child's pose. Child's pose. Good. All right, from child's pose into some nice long yin poses. So go ahead and right here, take the right leg forward. If you need a little extra cushion on your back knee, we're going to be here for 2 minutes. So if you want, you could either double up that mat behind you, or you can grab a blanket or a pillow or a towel or whatever you may have. And you're going to sink forward 2 minutes, stretching this front side hip flexor. Front side hip flexor, quadricep a little bit for the last 45 seconds, 30 to 45 seconds. We'll go deeper into the quad, but for the moment, let's just sink in here and breathe. So yeah, I'm excited about my 2 books, my 2 new books. They're basically like encyclopedias, right? So it's you know, it's kind of what I do
when, when I have some free time, which isn't very much. But, you know, I love to see and read and be aware of the people who are kind of on the cutting edge of health and fitness and wellness. And, you know, as some of you may know, you know, I started this little platform called Conscious Endurance, and the whole idea is living a healthy, active 100 years. There's a lot of people out there, or more, and more. There's a lot of people out there who just want to get to 100, it seems, or, you know, maybe, right? There's so few people who want to get beyond 100. But I'm not really interested in getting to 100 if I got to stumble along the whole time. I mean, you know, I don't know. I'll tell you when I get there. But my hope is that we're more active, and we want to push the boundary of the activity as long as we can, right? So from here, you're going to lean forward. If you can, grab this back foot and then drive this quadricep down, right? Drive the quadricep down here. If this doesn't work, you stay in the hip stretch. Only a few breaths right here. Good, and then release it. Now straighten the front leg. Straighten the front leg, breathe. Sorry about the construction. I'm telling you, you might have heard me say this before, but I've been in this studio for 10 years, and there's not been one day, I don't think, that there's not been construction around somewhere. It's crazy. Lift the upper, it's like worse than New York City. Lift the upper body up. Lean in, chin toward the foot there, breathe. It's usually not on my balcony right here, but today is the day it's on my balcony. It's all right though, it's our opportunity to find peace, right? A few more breaths. Stretch. Good, and then we're gonna switch it. Same thing, other side. So switch it here. So, you know, one of the books is the one that arrived yesterday, is How Not to Die, and that's Michael Greger, Dr. Michael Greger. Reset the timer, sink down about 1.5 minutes here, and then we'll go into the quadricep. He started a website I mentioned over the weekend called nutritionfacts.org, and it's kind of science-based information about nutrition. So if you're an eater, everybody I guess doesn't eat, but if you do, then you should check it out, because there's over 1,000 videos. It's totally free. It's a basically nonprofit that he started, and it's funded by, you know, you can actually become a funder of it. You could, but it's really great. There's a ton of information about any kind of thing, nutrition that you can think of, and he's a fascinating guy, actually. I'll talk in between the power tools. But his grandmother, I might have mentioned this on Saturday, but his grandmother was 65, and she basically, the doctor said, yeah, you're probably just going to last a few more years because you have heart disease or whatever she had, and they changed her diet. She lasted into her 80s. And he thought he wanted to be able to give back to society what lengthened his mom's life. I think it was his mom or his grandmother. So now we're going to lean forward and grab this foot. So if you can, grab this foot, keep the hips forward, and then go down and breathe and lengthen up. So we all know, well, I don't know, you may not know this, but food is medicine, right? Food is our fuel. And back to endurance training, I wonder what they're doing back there. I'll find out. And I'll let you know. But endurance training, I remember, one more breath in this quadricep. Good. And then let it go. Downward straighten the leg. Straighten the leg. Hold here about a minute or so. Lengthen the upper body. You know, when I realized, okay, how can I be a better endurance athlete? How can I perform better? And I thought, well, one simple way is by fueling myself better. Because you know, you burn fuel on a regular basis, whether you're just living or whether you're an endurance athlete in training. But if you take in crappy fuel, then it's not going to go so well, right? Your performance is not going to go so well. It's just like life, right? I mean, if you're out there in the world and you're eating crappy stuff, you're probably not going to perform well in life. But if you're eating stuff that supports the lifestyle that you lead, then you're more likely to thrive. And that's the main premise, essentially, in my opinion, as an endurance athlete, but in life in general as well. A few more breaths. And that's not to say that you can't have the occasional, what did I have last night? I had some coconut milk frozen yogurt last night, like a half serving. That's fine once in a while. Okay, good. Downward facing dog. Release that. Downward facing dog. Take a moment, bend the left leg, push the right heel down, stretch. And then switch it, same thing, other side. Good. And then frog pose. So you're going to come turn to the side, frog pose, knees super wide. You might need padding, so if you need padding, then you got to double up your mat. Put frog pose here onto the forearms. We'll do about 2 minutes again. Yeah. So knees wide, feet apart a little bit, gently pushing the hips back. And relax and breathe. So the main thing in these poses is not to tense up. And you can go too deep in the poses and tense up, like that's a real thing. So avoid that if possible. Breathe. Relax the fingers, the jaw, the face. Gently push back into that hip stretch and hold. Let's do another minute, 2.5 minutes. Keep breathing, softening, stretching, gently pushing back into it. Not tensing up if you don't have to. Hopefully you don't have to tense up here. Just keep breathing. But it is an active pose. It's an active pose. Yeah. 30 seconds. Good. Last breath or two. And slowly come on out.
So oftentimes I'll say, just a breath or two, and then you might hear me take one breath. But depending on the timing or what situation, so oftentimes I'll take a longer, slower breath that I know, you're gonna go back to child's pose, is not average. So I might say, 2 breaths or 2 or 3 breaths, and then I might just take one long breath. So I say, oh, he only just took 1 breath. If you can slow down the breathing for sure. Good. Child's pose, just a couple breaths. Just to confuse you. Good. And then pigeon pose. Let's go ahead forward. And then if you prefer double pigeon, you can always take double pigeon if you know what that is, but otherwise pigeon. And if this pigeon hurts your knee, then you got to take reclining pigeon. Reclining pigeon looks like this. All right, with the knees, you're kind of hooking there. That's reclining pigeon. And that is a crack on my knee, which is exactly what I needed. Those of you tracking my physical ailments, not that anybody cares, but my knee was swollen and kind of weird, and it was cracking. And the last, Saturday, Sunday, today's Monday for me, so I didn't run. I had a big day Friday, 4 sessions, but no running. I ran Thursday, and then Saturday, 1 yoga session, nothing on Sunday, just a little housework. And today, so just that time helped. I know that my knee is fine, it'll be fine, it's just healing a little bit. It was swollen for whatever reason. It was kind of a strange thing, but it'll be okay, thankfully. All right, so we got another, let's say, 1.5 minutes here. We're doing 2 minutes on each side. Again, same thing with these yin poses. You want to just relax as much as you can, soften as much as you can, breathe deeply, make sure you're not holding tension in the fingers and the jaw and the face. All right. So just as a reminder, so if you go to my website, teddymcdonald.com, you should sign up for my newsletter, but also go to the community link, click that, it'll pop you out to a conscious endurance community, which is where I'm going to be doing more and more stuff, and there's a bunch of people in there now just kind of sharing, what's happening and supporting each other. And it's a community about just living a healthy, active, vibrant 100+ years. And how do we do that? And what do we learn? And how can we help each other? All right, because none of us want to do it alone. But so get in there, and then I'll be teaching once a week. In there, I asked people what they wanted to learn, and mindset and motivation was number 1. So that happened in July. And now we're currently in August. Not sure when you're watching this, but right now it's currently in August. And so we're going to do endurance training. And I'm going to do this on Wednesdays for the month. And I forget the third topic, but I'll do another poll after we get through endurance training. That's good, you guys. Let's go ahead and switch legs. You can head back to down dog for a moment. Yes, and then switch it. And endurance training is obviously such a huge topic, but I am a USA triathlon certified coach, and all this different things that I learned in there. But really, more importantly, the fact that I have some certification really doesn't mean much. For me, it's really more about the experience that I have that I can share with you. And so from that standpoint, my endurance training started back in 2000, which is officially 20 years ago, where I did my first marathon, and then got right into triathlons and adventure racing, and started doing 12-hour races, 24-hour races, 36 to 48-hour races, and also 2-hour races, 2 to 5-hour races. So we did the whole gamut of mountain biking, trekking, trail running, navigation, kayaking, swimming, Tyrolean traverse, rock climbing, rappelling, all kinds of different things. And it was just an incredible experience, super fun. I loved it, totally loved it. You had to do it on a team, so we built this team. We called ourselves the Zen Warriors. And guess who picked the title? It was just great fun, and we did it probably for like a solid 5 years, 2001, 2, 3, 4, 5, basically. And then a lot of the sponsors pulled their sponsorship. Races were dropped and canceled just because it probably wasn't enough money for participation for people for sponsorship. But anyway, that led me to doing 100-mile mountain bike races and the Ironman and all that sort of stuff. So climbing Kilimanjaro a couple of years ago. Climbing Mount Whitney a few times. So there's all kinds of things that I can share. And I'll think about some kind of main topics, but I'll also ask you guys what you are interested in hearing. Last few breaths here. When I coach people, my coaching philosophy is pretty simple. It's to make sure that my athletes get to the finish line uninjured, right, healthy, with a smile. And that's it. Speed, I'm not too concerned with. Go ahead and release that. Come forward. Shake out the legs. I mean, you can, as an athlete, you can be concerned with your speed and your time, but my most important thing is to make sure that you're happy and injury-free. Go ahead and reach the arms up, fold forward. We'll just spend about a minute here. We're not going to go back and do plow and shoulder stands, so if you feel like you want to do that, that's totally fine. Go ahead and do that now on your own. Otherwise, just hang forward in about a minute. Breathe. And just let gravity do the work. So the yin practice, so much about gravity, so much about allowing gravity to just do what it does, which is help us stretch if we're in the right position. Oh, Instagrammers, it looks like we're going to lose you momentarily, so thank you very much for joining. And just a reminder for everybody, donate, pay for your class if you can. If not, no worries. But we'll see you back here tomorrow. And as a reminder, I'm here tomorrow and Wednesday. For those of you that are here live, if you're watching this some other time, then no need to pay attention. But I will be out of town Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So I will post on my Facebook page classes that you can take at the same time for those of you that are practicing on a regular basis at this time. And that's it. So let's go ahead and roll back. We're just going to roll back and pause and then take a twist and Shavasana, and we'll be done in about 5 minutes. So just go ahead and lie back. Pause for a moment. Really important to allow your back to kind of reset itself here. And if you just pause and notice, take a breath. You can feel it. You might be able to feel the energy there. And then pull that right knee in, give it a good squeeze in. Crack your knee if you need to. And then fold to one side, stretch. Oh, yes. In the endurance talks this month, I am for sure going to talk about recovery. That will be one big topic. Recovery, nutrition will be another big topic. We just did a whole month on mindset, switch sides in your twist, so I'm not going to do that. But just probably a little bit about what it takes because it's so mental. But training is another thing, right? The proper training, nutrition, recovery. And then I think I have 1 or 2 more weeks. Maybe you guys tell me what you want to hear. Back to the center. Shavasana, final rest. So feet flop open, and let's just do a couple, 2 to 3 minutes. Eyes closed, shoulders relaxed, down away from the ears, feet flop open, nice big breath, or yawn. Perfect timing. And relax here. Okay, go ahead and bring the left hand to the heart center, right hand to your belly. Pause for a moment. Take a breath. Bend the knees, roll to the right. And then make your way up to a seat. Comfortable seated position. Just sit up nice and tall. Palms up, eyes closed. A few breaths. Remember honing that place of peace and calmness and tranquility and security and stability, regardless of what's happening in the world. There's a place inside that we can come to and we can connect with and that we can use to our benefit to help us heal and thrive.
Palms together from there. Take a moment of gratitude. Namaste. Namaste, everyone. Thank you very much for showing up. Thanks for showing up on a regular basis, continually. I appreciate it, whether that's now or sometime in the future. And again, support us if you can. Donate and pay for your class. Otherwise, don't worry about it. Support your local businesses and stay safe, stay healthy.